Hello, this is math lesson video 4-8 for December 4th, 2020. If you need to pause this video at any point in time to answer any questions your student may have or that the video may have, you may do so at any time. Okay, let's get started.
Hunter has some pencils. He gives 6 of them to Margot. Now Hunter has 5 pencils. How many pencils did Hunter start with?
Let's look at one way to solve this problem.
What are you asked to find? You are asked to find how many pencils Hunter had in the beginning. What do you already know? You know that he gave Margot 6 pencils and that he had 5 in the end. Should Hunter have more or less than 5 pencils in the beginning of the story?
Select your answer.
Hunter has some pencils. He gives 6 of them to Margot. Now Hunter has 5 pencils. How many pencils did Hunter start with? And the question is, should Hunter have more or less than 5 pencils at the beginning of the story? Well, it says Hunter has some, and then he gives away 6. But he still has 5 left. So Hunter would have to have more.
More, because he gave some away and now he has 5. How can you tell if you need to use addition or subtraction to solve this problem? Since Hunter started with more, you have to add to find out how many he had in the beginning. You can write an equation to show the problem. Hunter starts with some pencils. He gives 6 pencils away. He has 5 left. Minus 6 equals 5. You can think addition to subtract. 5 plus 6 equals 11. How does 5 plus 6 equals 11 help you find minus 6 equals 5? You know 5 and 6 make 11. You also know from the subtraction problem that one part of the starting number is 5 and the other part is 6. So the starting number of pencils must be 11. 5 plus 6 equals 11. So 11 minus 6 equals 5. Hunter starts with 11 pencils. Now you know how to write an equation to show the problem.
Okay, you need to get out your math workbook, volume 1, and turn to page 273. And if you're on page 273, it should look like this. Okay, we need to read the directions in order to figure out what we have to do for this story problem. It says some books are on a shelf. Aiden puts 4 more books on the shelf. Now there are 12 books. How many books were on the shelf to start? Use objects, drawings, or equations to show your thinking. Okay, so in a story problem, one thing that really helps you to help you solve the problem is to draw a picture. So it says to begin with, some books are on a shelf. So let's draw a bookshelf. Okay, there's the frame of it, and then just put a couple shelves on it. Okay, it says Aiden puts, it says some books are on a shelf. Do we know how many books are on there to start with? No, because it just says some. Then it says Aiden puts 4 more books on the shelf. Now there are 12 books. How many books were on the shelf to start? Okay, so let's put the 4 books on there that Aiden put, because it says Aiden puts 4 more books on there. And 4. Now you can be using different colors so you don't get your books mixed up. Then it says there are 12 books on there now. That's after he added 4 more. So here's 4. What we need to do is keep adding more books until we get to 12 books in all. Then we'll know how many books he started with. Make sure that you use a different color so that you don't get your books mixed up. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 books. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now we have 12 books in all. Now let's look at the books. There are the 4 that he added on to whatever was on there before. So the red books on my screen, that's how many books he started with. So let's count the red books up, and that'll tell us how many books there were to start. So there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books to start with. So 8 is our answer. Now you could do an equation if you wanted to. Blank, blank equals blank. And there's a number of ways that you can do it. You could do a subtraction equation. Start with the biggest number, 12, minus the 4 that he added on. And if you use your number line to do 12 minus 4, it would equal 8. You could also do an addition equation. 4, which are the books he added on, plus blank, that's the books we started with, we don't know what that is, equals 12 books in all. And if you started on 4 on your number line and try to see how many hops it took to get to 12, you would know that it would be 8. So our answer is 8, 8, 8. All right, so there's many ways that you can solve a story problem. You can use any way that works for you. Okay, if you are done with that, please turn to the next page. Should be page 274. Now at the top is just showing you what they did in the video on how to solve the missing number for the story problem. So if you need to refer to that, just look at the top. Okay, let's read the directions so we know what we're doing on this page. It says, write an equation to match the story and solve. Draw a picture to help. Okay, so they give you a nice little blank down here that you can draw a picture in to help you solve the problem. Okay, let's read it. It says, Cal rides his bike on Monday. He rides 8 miles on Tuesday. He rides 14 miles in all. How many miles did Cal ride on Monday? Okay, it says Cal rides his bike on Monday, but it doesn't say how many miles he rode. It did say how many miles he rode on Tuesday. So trace the 8 in this blank. Then it says he rides 14 miles in all. So that would be our sum right here. And the book chose to add. So we're going to add. Now, just like on the page before, the addition equation, you have to figure out this blank right here. Okay? So you could use a number line. I'm going to draw a number line to try to help me solve this problem. And I'm going to start at 8. And I need to get to 14. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take hops until I get to 14, starting at 8. Okay? So this would be 8. This would be 9. Another hop is 10. Another hop is 11. Another hop is 12. The next hop is 13. And our last hop is 14. Okay, so now all we have to do is count how many hops we took to get to 14, and that'll be our missing number. That's how many miles Cal rode on Monday. Okay, here we go. Let's count the hops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our answer is 6. So 6 plus 8 equals 14. If you want to use your number grid or number line to check it to make sure it works, that would be good, just to make sure your answer is correct. But here's the number line. All you have to do is look on here. Okay? All right, look at the next page. Now you are doing the same thing on this page. You have 3 problems. That's all. Okay? You need to use this area to draw a picture in. You can make another equation in here, whatever you need to do to help you solve this equation. Okay? The directions say write an equation to match the story, then solve. Draw a picture to help. All right? You need to do numbers 2, 3, and 4. You have to do this page. Okay? When you are done with that page, if you want some extra work, you can do a few problems on 276. You can also do problems on 277 and on page 278. Now, when you are done with your workbook pages, please do the quick check on the Savas website. Please do not forget about those. Don't fall behind, because it is tough to catch up after you fall behind. Okay, and that is it for today. Thank you very much.